Happy birthday, darling. Any nice messages from your friends in Oxford?
A few, yeah.
I expect they're really busy. I mean, you know how you get. I can't catch you on the phone any more than once in every 10 days. That's if I'm lucky.
Thanks, Mum. It's delicious.
It's really nice to have you home.
Basil, may I borrow your nail file? I'll literally take a second.
Yeah, one second. Is this the one you meant?
Perfect. You're the best.
Have you spoken to Aidan today?
No. Why?
It's his birthday today.
Oh. Okay.
He's probably lonely at home. He's probably missing things.
Well, I hope he finds them. I'm joking, don't freak out. I don't know, I just think it's stupid to miss people. Stops you from being immersed in the moment, which is precisely what helps you meet new people.
Dorian, he's not, he left for... God, I mean, you can be really awful sometimes.
Isn't that why you like me?
Actually, Millie, it's not.
Does this look symmetrical? Oh, come on, David, get off the group chat.
Alex. Oh, for fuck's sake.
What's happened?
Ernie Dawson's just bailed for no reason. He was meant to be checking the tickets, and Marianne's got food poisoning from some oysters, which is totally what you deserve for eating oysters in May, which leaves us with the utterly incompetent Brian to check tickets, which is just unacceptable by anyone's standards. So it looks like I'm gonna go and have to check the tickets myself.
No, you said we would pre-here together.
Technically, we're already pre-drinking.
Well, technically you're not. What about this? Dorian says she can get us into Cat's Ball. Now, I know it's a mediocre college, but it does throw a good ball. What do you think? Come on, we could sack off the Union Ball. It's all just political wannabes. Anyway, we could go there and have a laugh. When was the last time I saw you having a laugh?
Henry, I have a responsibility to make sure this goes well, and so do you.
We're 20. We're too young for responsibility.
Believe it or not, I don't like you because you're awful. As a matter of fact, it's your shameless self-absorption and crying inability to care about anything other than yourself that makes me actually dislike you sometimes.
I evidently care about a lot of things. It's why I always have somewhere to go, someone to see, or something to do. If I didn't care, I would spend my time in my room thinking about myself. But that's not me, Basil. That's you.
Seeing people isn't the same as caring about them. I mean, if you actually cared about people,
Look,
you wouldn't...
Basil, I can't even believe you're putting me in this position right now. This is so much your shit, and it has nothing to do with me. You may feel like my super ego, but we are separate people. Maybe if you took a risk sometimes, just for fun, you'd understand that.
No, how work? I mean, tell me more in psychoanalytic terms about your pursuit of happiness. How would Freud frame the fact that you treat people like shit?
I treat people like shit. You spend your time watching, criticizing people in your ivory tower, pretending that its height somehow makes you superior, while surrounding yourself with the delusion that if life was on your terms, it would be perfect. You don't like anyone who doesn't remind you of yourself, and your first assumption is that no one will ever live up to your standards. For someone with so much integrity, you're pretty fucking petrified of putting it to the test. I may empathize and then fuck up sometimes, but you don't try at all. I wouldn't call that very nice.
Do you know what my teacher said to me at school? He taught me French. He said, Henri, when someone has a crack at you for being inappropriate, is really just a sign that they are jealous, that you are free from the shackles of protocol.
Isn't that the one that was trying to sleep with you?
Precisely, but my point is, don't you ever want to be free from the shackles of protocol? Right, Dorian says her friend Ernie can show us a way across the river.
Ernie? Ernie Dawson?
Maybe.
When will Dorian just stop? She's made a mockery of Aidan, humiliated Basil, and now she's trying to coerce people who are otherwise occupied into breaking into other people's balls.
You could say that Aidan humiliated himself.
Henry, how can you say that?
It's not her fault they both fell in love with her. There's nothing less appealing than someone unappealing falling in love with you. I'm not saying they're not good looking, but in terms of social attractiveness, they're hardly dazzling, are they? I mean, Aidan might have had a shot if he wasn't so...
There's no excuse for Dorian to treat them so badly. I mean, Basil is possibly the nicest person I know. I mean, honestly, it's just pathetic.
Niceness is the least attractive quality mankind has to offer.
Nothing you say makes me feel anything. Nothing you say makes me believe anything about myself. You may have articulated my worst thoughts, but they're only true in my worst moments. At least I know that. With you, there is no truth. I can't even imagine it, Millie. You put on a new face for every person you meet, and you're so good at feigning authenticity that you charm people into thinking you're their ideal. Or really you're just mirroring themselves back to them. And you can't ever be alone, because when there's no one to reflect back, in two simple dimensions. You have no idea who you are.
You're an arsehole. How have I overlooked that for so long?
David, just lighten up. Stop taking everything so...
Taking everything so seriously. Look, managing and solving all these problems for an age-old institution, a bastion of free speech, managing several different union subcommittees. Oh, and now, look, going in search of an AWOL DJ, probably for the next half an hour. Yes, right now, Henry, my life is just completely fun and games.
You do too much. This is way too much for someone to have on their shoulders.
Which is why I started doing it, Mr. President.
If I'd wanted help with soul searching, I would have asked. Thanks.
I'm sorry. It's just... You're so blindly devoted to the gospel of Lord Henry that it's easy to think you don't see yourself at all.
Yeah. No, Brian. No, you don't need to wear a hat. Yes. Yes, you can call yourself the conductor. Okay, 10 minutes.
So you're going then?
Of course I am. Are you? Look, your time as union president has basically run its course anyway. Like some other things. Come here. Now you're symmetrical. But actually you're not meant to be symmetrical. That's what makes it charming.
Ernie?
Hello. How are you on this fine summer evening?
Wonderful.
Shall we set sail then?
Yes, definitely.
You felt closer to me than I who was so far away. I searched your windswept street to find a summer's day. Not knowing how I lived to feed the beast in you, and sang your praises to be free of my debt to you. A whirlwind of my discontent that billowed through. Each thing I said and did and meant when I worshipped you.